Gather around, Island lovers. It's Demi and Jasmine with your Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. We're always looking for a snack to keep us energized and fueled up to binge Love Island. IQ Bar offers 100% plant-based recipes that are keto and clean label. They're super low carb with zero gluten, dairy, soy, or GMOs. The recipes center on vegan, nutrient-dense ingredients so you never have to feel guilty. It doesn't stop there. They also have IQ mixes because unlike the Islanders, we are allowed more than 2 glasses of wine a night, and sometimes it catches up with you. So detox to retox in the healthy way with IQ hydration mixes. Go to www.eatiqbar.com/firepitchat and use promo code firepitchat15 for 15% off. That's www.eatiqbar.com/firepitchat and use code firepitchat15 for 15% off. I really like their hydration mixes.
I wish I had some more left.
Oh, I have a few.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. The chocolate flavor.
The chocolate flavor?
If I'm being honest with you, it's not my favorite.
But you could do like it in like a protein shake or a morning coffee.
See, this is why I need you, because you have ideas. I was just mixing it with water.
Yeah, I did, because I watched somebody do like it was like, because it's like salted caramel almost.
Yeah.
Or salted chocolate.
Yeah.
So you add like your coffee to it. It's like a mocha.
Genius.
There you go.
You learn anything every day. That's why you gotta talk about IQ bars once in a while.
I know, we've been slacking.
And we love them.
Rocket.
Not on the expensive.
Yeah.
Not on the expensive equipment.
That's
Rocket.
cheap. That's cheap.
Okay, eat that, then.
Eat the headphones.
Eat those. Enjoy. Bon appetit.
Oh my god, episode 38.
Oh my god, can we start with that cheers?
Yeah, well, that's how it starts, which is so cringe.
Died. First of all, I hate when girls do that though. Like, I'm standing Katie in this situation, but I do hate when you can tell Katie did it because no one knew. So she did want to like tell everyone all at once. But in Katie's defense, I do think she was trying to be nice. Like, oh, none of us are talking about Molly and Zach. Let's talk about them.
Yeah.
But also, I died for Molly because
she
was like, no, don't say it out loud. Like, as Katie was saying it. But she took that conversation. It's exactly what we said yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
She took that conversation where she was fishing so hard for Zach to close it down with her. They want us to be closed off. You know what I mean? And he literally just nodded his way through that conversation and she walked out with a boyfriend.
I know.
And it came back around. You love to see it. And it was confirmed because when Zach was talking to the boys, he's like, I never said closed off.
And honestly, it annoyed me how Molly got caught red-handed. Her face was just, it was pure like, oh my fucking god, I lied. And I just got caught for my lie. Because she did tell Katie she had a conversation. Oh, we had a conversation. We're closed off. So now you're trying to spin it like we never had that. We actually never said I'm closed off and you're closed off. Like we never said that. It was just a feeling or whatever she was saying. It's like, I wish Katie then called Molly out and said, you told me you had the conversation.
Me too. Like if you're going to halfway blow it up, just blow it all the way up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they replayed that conversation between Molly and Katie at the top of the episode where Katie says, is it something you want to work towards being closed off?
Right.
And Molly in her like, what we said was a condescending way. No, we are. We said it. We're closed off. We had that conversation. Verbatim.
Yes.
And if you rewind to that conversation with Zach and Molly, they didn't even say the things Molly is saying they said.
Exactly. Like Molly straight up lied.
Right, because she said, no, what we did say, though, was that if someone new came into the villa, I wouldn't talk to them, Zach wouldn't talk to them, and we're excited to start our journey on the outside. No, you didn't say that either. Like, you're gonna double down?
I know, like, I really just wish Katie just, like, nailed the coffin shut.
I wish she did say, no, you did tell me you were close off, but weird flex, but okay.
Right, like, which is why I said it
in front of the group.
Right. I mean, I also do think, like, producers were like, Katie, like, we brought you on the show for a reason. And, like,
1,000%.
Yeah.
They were pushing her. They're like, you've got to rile something up. But really what happened in that convo with Molly and Zach was Molly was like, everyone thinks we should be closed off. Isn't that weird? And Zach was like, yeah, that's weird. And that was the end of it.
No, I can't believe how good we predicted that. And then we it teed it up perfectly for today's episode.
That was a beautiful, beautiful moment in television. That's
for us.
That was beautiful for us.
Yeah, it was.
Well, honestly, all of tonight's episode was kind of beautiful for us. Well, the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes. Like all the twists were beautiful.
Yeah, agreed. So then after that night, we see the Scott and Abby arc start happening. So, you know what? I'm not fucking with right now is Abby. Because she's kind of fucking taking what Mitch says and what Scott says and twisting it back to the other people. And like, I was like, I just watched Scott say, Mitch, because she's like, Mitch got mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, you're going to Mitch for your for your issues and you're listening to Mitch. He's obviously not going to tell you like without biased opinion.
Of course. Because he's not giving objective opinions. He has a dog in that fight.
Exactly.
A horse in that race. Yeah.
So then she turns around and says, Scott told me not to tell you things. It's like, yo, I hated that shit.
She's pinning boys against boys.
Yeah.
And also she's doing that thing where she is having a full-blown conversation on her end. And then, like you said, twisting because she's only telling the other boy half of the conversation. Like she's bringing up the boys to the other boys. And then each boy is like, keep my name out your mouth. And it's like,
which Mitch, like, how do you have the audacity to say, keep my name out of your mouth when you have used every single guy as a way to steal their girl?
100%. Abby's playing Mitch's game.
Oh my God, so
against
true.
Mitch.
That's why they're a match made in heaven.
Totally. Also, when Mitch was sitting with Molly and Molly was just giving him the worst advice ever, like pretending to be Abby, and he was like, I'm gonna tell Abby I feel disrespected, and Molly's like, yeah, do that. No, Mitch. No, this is what gets you in trouble because it makes you look like desperate and it pushes everyone away. It's given the ick. Like Molly, who has been on the receiving end of that, should have been like, no, be cool. Ignore her for tonight. Don't say anything.
Right. Did you like Molly when Mitch did that to you?
Right.
No, you hated that anymore.
Like, I literally couldn't with that.
She's sabotagey though.
For sure. She's like, yeah. Blow it up.
Exactly.
Blow it up.
Like she gives me sabotageal vibes.
Yeah, she's a saboteur.
Yeah, she is. So then like Catherine and Scott have a convo. Producers must have been like, first of all, one, they knew she was going home. Two, they were like, let's let her leave on a high and end a conversation with Scott on a high note. Because clearly the public likes Scott. Scott dodged 2 bullets. He thought he was going fucking home.
He wasn't in the bottom 4.
His bags were already packed.
Scott wasn't in the bottom 4 couples.
Exactly.
And neither was Mitch.
But I like Mitch and Abby because remember we said we would vote them.
But more than Leah and Montel and Katie and Uzi?
But when we said who we would vote, it was Ty and Ella and Mitch and Abby.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Oh my God. Like less than 24 hours ago. Literally, okay.
Last night's episode.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I would say they're in my top 1.
Exactly. I'm
like above all. I'm like above everyone? Like, yeah, that's what you said, bitch. Sorry.
So anyway, the fact that Catherine was like so nice to Scott, like, where did we get here? Where did we go wrong? Where did we go right?
What did Scott do so wrong that he deserved the hate, but not wrong enough that now you're cool? It's giving
but the fact
Catherine's
that
in the wrong.
Fucking home? In a savage way. Like,
not even gathering them around. Like, literally, like, get out now.
And
they sent a text, Catherine, get out now.
When he's like, no.
Savage. They made Whitney read
Savage.
it.
Ella had to read it, and then Whitney, and then Catherine, because those three
right,
are tight.
It's the 3 Musketeers.
Yep.
Honestly, it's just crazy that they didn't even give Catherine the respect of, like, standing up there in front of the fire pit. Just like, please leave. And Catherine was like, oh, she was shocked.
No, not Catherine wanting a man who's loyal and then ending up with Elam.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Elam.
Elam. again, like Elon Musk.
Right.
I'm getting so fucking confused.
But like arguably, like Elon is such a famous man, Elon Musk. Okay, I'm gonna slip up. Elon, this is like the third this is the third time I've heard you talk on the show.
And what was he fucking saying?
I think what he was basically saying in a guy stupid way was trying to be like, I'm not that interested in you.
Yeah.
And I want to keep my options open. And I want to tell you now so that I can't look like a bigger asshole when I do inevitably leave your ass to get to know the bombshells. Because he was like, if a bombshell comes in, I'm going to get to know them. Period. End of. Not like if a bombshell comes in, that's my perfect type on paper and the stars align perfectly and it's a sunny day, then I'm going to talk. He was like, anyone that comes in, literally anyone, I'm going to talk to them.
So true. Like he was like, love where this is going. It was so like manipulative and gaslighty that Catherine walked away confused 3 times.
Right.
Like, what were you saying?
I think the first time he was like basically like, I'm gonna get to know the bombshells, and then I think he was worried he looked like too big of an asshole, so then he was like apologizing for it in the rest of the conversations, but kind of not taking it back. Like it was really weird to watch. I felt like I watched 3 of the same conversations that really said nothing. I think he should have just left it at that first one.
He just shouldn't have said anything. But yes, it's what your point was, is he probably didn't want to look like a dick. He just was not into Catherine. Catherine, you made the wrong choice. Mm-hmm. And this was your consequence.
Like, that's what happens when you leave the loyal guy. And you wanted a loyal guy. You had a loyal guy. You played yourself. It's a season of playing themselves.
It really is.
Choosing wrong.
She had the least amount of votes. Like, she's like hated.
But like,
I hate to say that word because I don't want her to like feel any hate.
No, I don't.
Because if anybody watching, we were obsessed with Catherine.
Yeah, very much.
It was a fall from grace. Mm-hmm. And then some way, somehow, Scott became the fucking hero.
He did the opposite. Catherine died the villain.
Yes.
Scott, hero, villain, hero.
Right.
He did the full circle redemption arc.
He did a loopy-loop.
He did like a reincarnation. Literally.
It is wild. Like, I can't even, like, everybody is stunned that Scott is there. And I wonder if they're going to piece together that they like Scott. You know what I mean? Like, the public likes Scott.
I would say Catherine getting the least votes and Scott not being in the bottom 4, like, the Islanders gotta put it together. Oh, everyone on the planet Earth is Team Scott right now.
Right.
Because how else do you explain
love to see that conversation in the villa?
Oh, I would have loved to see the girls deciphering like Catherine's being.
Oh, just like I want to see how they react to Scott. Like, I just want them to now decipher the code. Like, and I want Sammy to know that every time you're with Jess, you're going to be in the bottom.
Right. Because we don't believe you.
Right.
And
you're not compatible.
Not because,
And how many times do we got to send your ass to the bottom?
Exactly. And
like, them holding hands, just like, it gives me a fucking ick.
Yeah.
It gives me a cringe to both of them. And I like Jess, but like, I know she's being manipulated, and we've all been manipulated because someone's like, give her a break. Have you never been manipulated before? Yes, we all
many
have.
a times. Many a times.
Right.
I would say for the whole decade of my 20s.
Exactly. Like, I'm not perfect. Like, I've literally been a victim of this. Is why I hate watching it.
Right. If anything, that's why. Exactly. That's why we're so passionate about Jess, because we've been Jess and we want to shake Jess because like it gets so much better. I don't want to see Jess waste her time with this like slop kebab when like there's so many other people in Love Island.
Like,
you know what I
mean? Like, the new
not
bombshell would be her vibe.
Yeah, he was not giving it for me. But I know that's the worst.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's the worst, but it was bad. It was bad.
No, I know. It
was bad. But like, I'm like, this can be the last bombshell. It's not even a bombshell. It was like a pebble.
A bombshell.
It was just like
a bomb pebble.
Like bomb. Like, it wasn't a bomb. It was like a.
Right.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
It was a pebble.
Yeah. It was like.
Like, how'd you do it so loud? Shell. I don't know. I gotta go lurk his Instagram and see if he's like hot in real life.
Like Uzi is a bombshell.
Yeah, for sure.
And this guy is like he looks like just no. But we'll see. I don't know. I guess I am taking it judging really hard. But just one last thing back to Catherine.
Yeah.
Arguably, if the disdain for Catherine wasn't there, Elam and her should not have been in the bottom for compatibility because like they're like somewhat compatible. Up until tonight was the first kind of riff we saw in their relationship. Like she really got voted. They got voted the bottom because people do not like Catherine. And that was it.
This whole vote was purely favoritism.
Yeah.
It wasn't based off of compatibility.
No. So just wild to see.
It is. It is crazy. Like people are saying that Scott will be kind of like the Amber of this season.
Mm-hmm.
Where if this bombshell and him like hit it off, they could win it. Like it's actually crazy. And like it's crazy that if Scott does win this, like for doing kind of nothing at all.
Yeah.
But it was everybody's like reactions toward him is what made everybody love him, like us, the viewers.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he'll go for the girl bombshell that's coming in? Yeah,
Facts.
He'd be an idiot not to.
Facts. They'd look good together. I don't think honestly, I don't like the way Abby's moving right now. I know she's nice and stuff, but I just don't like the way she's twisting the words. I thought that was really lame with the Scott thing. I wish, and it was respectful of Scott not even calling her out to Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because she brought up Mitch.
100%.
Like,
and he easily could have.
He kind of like did, but he did it in a respectful way where he took the heat and he apologized.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he's very good at like owning his, like he
apologizes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Get you a man who can say I'm sorry.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because you know we ain't.
Never.
Don't let my husband.
It's so funny because I'll apologize to literally anything. An ant.
I know.
Before I apologize. And like in my whole life, I'm a constant, I'm sorry. But for Clark, I'm like.
Because I genuinely believe I did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Like to my core.
No, but
I'm not
didn't.
Gonna go against my authentic self.
Right. No, God forbid.
That's so funny. God forbid. Yeah, so because Catherine didn't apologize, because Catherine didn't treat her right. Oh, because she didn't answer me, but someone on YouTube was like, big old paragraph about Catherine and about how whatever we're saying is mean, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, but don't you think, or how Scott's blah, blah, don't you think at the end of the day, the way she acted after Casa was bizarre and cold. And how did we get to her absolutely hating Scott's guts?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to know. Like, I want to know what you think about that. Like, that's fucking weird. And it's one of life's mysteries we're never going to get solved.
No, truly.
Unless literally somebody asked Catherine on a podcast. Should we have her on?
Yeah, Catherine, do you want to come on?
No,
change our minds.
We're going to be like, we loved you so much.
Catherine died a villain. Change our minds, Catherine.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it's just weird. That's why I shouldn't answer you because there's nothing to say. It's just, it is a mystery. But now she's gone. Like,
I can't.
An OG to go home so savagely at close to the end of the season. That's gnarly.
And just so like
unceremoniously. Like,
no,
just like,
gone.
Goodbye.
Good fucking bye. And then like the show must go on.
Right.
And they're all by the fire pit.
Right. You don't even get the
aftermath
cliffhanger. You don't even get the oh, who's going? Like, see tomorrow. Like,
right.
You're just like, quick text, see you later. Let's get to the other bottoms. Like, so savage. Not what I had on my bingo card for today's episode. I did not see that coming. I'm loving that we're sending 2 couples home, though.
Who do you think it's going to be?
I think people are not feeling Leah and Montel, but I think because I was like a little bit surprised they were in the bottom because
I think Montel really rubbed people wrong.
Right. So I think they're in danger, but
and Leah's so boring. So like I don't think they're not staying till the final. There's no way in
I think
God's green earth a Final Four.
No way. No way.
Yeah.
But
So if they're not now, they're next.
Exactly. Like
I don't think they're the weakest thing. I feel like Katie and Uzi.
Yeah, they are pretty weak.
First of all, why is she like not kissing him? She's like pecking him.
No,
and doesn't hold his hand by the fire pit. Like she has a secret boyfriend. I'm telling you right now. Like I said it here on this podcast that I literally went on like a deep dive rabbit hole today.
Did you find anything?
I found the guy's name. Like it's like Liam Greer. But you Google him, there's like no photos of him. But it was like secret farewell dinner, leaving her house. Like she's been dating him for a year. Like just the way that she's
weird,
kissing.
Though. But like then stay home.
But she's not kissing fucking Uzi. Like you're not even making out. You're just giving him pecks. Like you're kissing him as if your boyfriend's watching.
Right.
And they're standing by the fire pit. And if you look at every couple's hands, they're all intertwined. And like Katie and Uzi are like this. So I'm like,
and like he's so raw sex appeal that you just like can't help yourself.
Honestly,
unless you have a boyfriend.
Like, I would be exactly.
Like unless Liam Greer is sitting there like literally with a magnifying glass up to the TV to see if your fingers are intertwined or if it's just a little thing. Because or else like he's so beautiful, like you can't help yourself. Like you're intertwining your arms, your legs, you're touching him at all times.
Facts.
Like if he,
oh my god, stop!
If he shines light on you,
I'm getting like fanny flutters.
That's just reason enough to believe that she has the secret boyfriend. But that's so cringe to me. Like stay home. Like you're so desperate.
But it's like Adam
for
Collar.
clout.
He admitted that he went back on to help his business, and he aimed for Paige.
Right. But like he didn't have a secret girlfriend that he like do less. Like break up with your boyfriend, go on Love Island for your business. I can respect that. They're all there for clout. That I'm like I accept. But like to have a secret boyfriend is just like crit. If she has a secret boyfriend and the producers know though, she's going home.
Yeah.
They won't stand for that. Like
I'm pretty
so
sure
this
they
vote,
might have said I read somewhere, but I don't know. The Sun makes up a lot of shit.
Yeah, they really do.
So, but like, I'm a person who like believes what I read.
Totally. You're like, but they typed it out and they like published it for all of us
to
read.
It's such a legit story.
Also, my biggest flaw is like just you could post anything on Instagram. I don't even need to verify the source. Oh, I read something the other day.
Agreed. Like it's literally like this fucking big in my like what's it called, Explore page, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I don't need to.
It's like when a dog rubs against you, it's hugging you. I'm like, well, now that's a fact to me.
What a random fact.
But it was one of those on the Instagram that I was like,
Yes.
Clark, isn't that so cute? He's like, it's like a user 7857
like
just post that. It doesn't mean it's
Right,
true.
so it's like a little thought.
Right. He's like, you have to be more careful on these apps.
No, it's true. Like I won't go to your link in the bio and click the feed photo to then get to the news article. I saw the headline I needed to see.
And I'm running with it.
Exactly. Exactly. So I don't know. I feel like they might leave. I kind of want them to leave.
Yeah, especially if it's the secret boyfriend.
I also feel like it's awkward in there. With like Ella hates Katie now.
Yeah.
I could tell. Like even when Katie talks, she just like looks and gives that look, what's giving mean girl vibe. But it's time for them to go.
The payoff isn't worth it for the producers. Like she's not bringing the drama. She's not stealing the guys. And she has a secret boyfriend. Like they're going to skew the votes and she's going to be gone. My opinion.
She's not giving anything to Uzi, anything for us to root for her. She does not want to win.
Right.
Yeah.
So then go home though. If you're not even going to play the game, if you're going to come on here with a secret boyfriend, play the game.
I also
Stick your
would come out
tongue
like
down his throat.
swinging. Like I would come out with banging outfits. I'd come out with like making out with Uzi. Like,
or you're not coming out. If you're not coming here for a boyfriend, you have a secret boyfriend, blow up all the girl spots. You're not here to make friends. You're not here to make, you don't care if the guys are mad at you. Like just blow it
like
up.
The cheers times 10, like
times
all
10,
around
every day and night, by the pool at night. Like do something.
Yeah.
So my prediction is that she's gonna go home if the secret boyfriend thing is true. If not, then I think Sammy and Jess.
There's no way. It's too nice. But someone was like, Abby, one of the guest hosts, who was my last one, she was like, I think it would be interesting to see if Sammy goes for the bombshell.
Yes.
But he's too busy in the game playing era of his Love Island journey.
Yeah, he's been steered into the direction of smooth sailing. Like once you're on smooth sailing, like the current really doesn't take him a different way.
But what if it did?
I would love that. And
That's
then
our only hope for Sammy.
And then I hope Jess like self-evicts. Like
real.
I hope Sammy goes for the bombshell and Jess packs her bags.
Sammy would be the most hated person though.
Right. I mean, like
he's not gonna do
no
it.
one.
We all want him to do it.
We all want him to. He wants to.
I know, you're right.
But he's not even that dumb. Like no one is dumb enough end of week 6 to go for a bombshell unless you don't have that much to lose. Scott is our only hope with the bombshell, and it could work because how loved Scott is. Yeah.
The fact that Amber is still there is miraculous.
Yeah, I mean, she is just like riding Scott's coattail at this point.
Yeah, literally. Like she must be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So they have to put together that it's for Scott. That's
Unless
why.
like in her deluded mind, she's like, oh my God, they're keeping us around because the UK.
How embarrassed for you.
So embarrassed. Honestly, I'm just gonna like pretend I didn't have a thought at all and just forget me. The public. She's thinking the public loves me so much they kept Scott around. No, but they have to now. Because the Catherine going home, it's like so telling, like
you're right.
Sides were chosen.
You're right. I wonder if they will see that.
How can you not?
I know.
Scott's not in the bottom 4. Scott was probably number 1. And Catherine was the least.
Ty and Ella are probably going to win. That's what I think.
The whole season?
Yeah. Coming from the looks of the audience, the way they carried the show, the way they made the arc that brought them to the end. Tyreek with the girlfriend. We have come full circle with that story.
Is he going to ask Ella to be his girlfriend?
Facts. Before the end of the season, they are boyfriend and girlfriend.
Like maybe at the end of next week? Right before the last week where they do the...
I think he'll probably do it in one of those like speeches by like the thing. Okay, quickly, your final 4. Well, actually, I kind of want to see these bombshells first before I predict my final 4.
Okay.
Because I kind of feel like Scott might be in it. Which is wild to say.
Fair.
Right now as he's single.
But like for sure in the final 4 is going to be Zach and Molly and Ella and Tyreek.
No.
I don't want them in there either.
I don't like Molly.
I don't honestly.
Like I love to watch her
flail and burn tonight. I loved watching it. I don't care for Molly either. She's not my favorite.
Like her. She has no. But Fiat 500 probably love her. So
I mean, they weren't in the bottom.
No. Ty and Ella. Who else is there? Mitch and Abby. If they continue. Abby needs to stop. And the new bombshell needs to just come in for Scott so that he can like literally put this Abby thing to bed because it's never gonna happen.
I don't think Scott's like necessarily actually feeling Abby. No. I think it's just convenient.
Life wraps.
And he's definitely not feeling Amber because I would think that would be like the easiest.
I know,
target.
Right?
But maybe she's just like really too young. It is like gross at this point.
It's
like
how old is Scott?
Literally. Scott's like 24 or 5. I want to say like he's a little bit on the older side. So like for him, that's literally like a lifetime ago he'd be with a 19-year-old. Well, not really because guys are gross, but you know.
It's just too young. It's weird.
It's too much. But yeah, let's see what the bombshells bring. And final, who's going home tomorrow? Final.
Katie and Uzi.
Yeah.
Right, in my dreams, Sammy and Jess.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would be unreal. We got rid of Catherine and Elam and Sammy and Jess all in one night.
It would be spectacular.
Just sweeps the house. All right, guys. Thank you guys all for listening to Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. I'm your host, Demi. This is Jasmine. We appreciate you listening. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. So be sure to leave us a 5-star review and share with your fellow island lover. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.